Hello and welcome to the second episode of King Edward's Radio. We're joined by our guest this week, Nick May, but first, the news. This is King Edward's News beginning on the 24th of February. I'm joined by Anna, Erin and Faith.
So, last week, guys, the under-16 trampolining team came first in their West Suffolk competition.
Wow, yeah!
And then the amazing Callum Wilkinson has broken a British Olympic record, as well as coming second in the Sainsbury's British Indoor Championships with senior 3-kilometre walk.
That's what I'm talking about! So good!
Let's find out what's going on in Theatre Royal this week. On Tuesday we got The Marriage of Figaro. On Wednesday we got Stella and Quadraphonic. On Thursday we got Stella and Quadraphonic again. On Friday, The Only Way is Downton. On Saturday, a tribute to the West End. And on Sunday, Ordinary Days. Let's go over to Anna now for what's on in the bistro.
Hello, mateys. Okay, so Monday lunchtime we've got chili con carne with rice and tortilla chips, or you can go for the vegetarian option, which is vegetarian chili. It might be a bit hot on the spicy side. And Tuesday lunchtime we've got chicken escalope. What's an escalope?
Escallop.
Chicken escallop, apparently, with savoury wedges.
Savoury,
Not gonna have
Not sweet.
sugary wedges,
No.
are you? Peas and sweet corn, or you can go vegetarian again, or you can have a vegetarian pista bake. That will be completely vegetarian, no whale fins or anything. And then Wednesday lunchtime, you can have the beef lasagna mixed with mixed leaf salad and a savoury herb bread. Herb.
Sounds
Or
good.
you can have vegetarian option, which is vegetarian lasagna. Basically the same as the beef lasagna, just without the beef.
Yeah. Got that. Nothing gets past you, does it, Sherlock?
On Thursday lunchtime, we've got chicken and ham and egg pie with creamy mashed potato.
I'm sorry, what was that, Anna? I didn't quite get that. Can you just repeat
Creamy
that one,
mashed
please?
potato.
And again, and again. I'm just
Creamy mashed.
There we go.
Alright, come on. What
Creamy mashed potato.
That was creamy mashed potato.
And
with peas?
right, no, there aren't any
No,
peas.
not peas.
It's broccoli and
and
carrots. You koala bear.
I'm a lion. Oh.
On the vegetarian option is country vegetable pie. It's not city pie, it's from the country. Friday lunchtime we got hot dog and chips in sweet corn, or you can go for a bit of the baked beans. Or you can have vegetarian option, which is a vegetarian hot dog, which does not have meat in it. I repeat, you cannot have meat in this hot dog. And you can have the best value a meal day thing.
Meal
Deal.
Meal
Deal.
deal. Meal deal. I'll go on to America now. Which is £2.50. Oh, £2.50.
I live in the valley.
Well, this is the Notes and News for the 24th. Thank you guys, I think that was great fun. Thank you guys. This is the end of the news.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hello and welcome to our episode today with King Edward's Radio. I'm joined in by a very special guest this week, which is Nick May. Hello, Nick.
Hello,
And welcome to King Edward's Radio.
thank you.
You're here. What is it you do?
I work here as a music technician and I assist with teaching A-level music technology. I also work at home in a sort of little home studio where I provide sound design and music for various projects around the world, such as theme parks, museums, films, and stuff like that.
We gather you were involved with Coca-Cola for some reason. Tell us more.
There was a very, very, very small thing. I had to rework the famous Coca-Cola sort of jingle for the London Eye. There's a film at the London Eye sponsored by Coca-Cola. And I had to adjust the Coca-Cola jingle so it's more British. So in the end, we decided to go with Big Ben chimes. So if you ever go on the London Eye, there's a really tiny, about 3-second jingle at the end, which was my responsibility.
Is there any other big things you've ever done in life, like that Coca-Cola one?
I've worked. The biggest project I've worked on was for a science museum in Saudi Arabia, which has sort of about half an hour of my music sort of playing around the museum, various ambient music and things like that. That's probably the biggest scale of anything I've worked on.
Pretty impressive. So we're going to play a track, and the first one we're going to play is Ambience to Ambience. So tell us a bit about this piece.
Well, it's a piece I composed while at university, and it's entirely made with a lunchbox. It was composed using a lunchbox. But it was a very high-tech lunchbox because basically the lunchbox was housing some electronics which I created, and it has sensors such as sort of light sensors, heat sensors, and also sort of internal microphones. So the reason why the piece is called Ambience to Ambience is because the idea was this device converts room ambience into a musical ambience, and it changes depending what room you put it in. So this lunchbox is then hooked up to my laptop, which was controlling like synthesizers and sounds within various bits of software. And you can tap on it and breathe on it and sort of cover it up to make different effects. And that's basically what I did. I just sort of had a bit of a jam, and that's how this piece got created.
That was Ambience to Ambience by Nick May. You may have heard last week we played Grey Out in preparation for Nick to come. Tell us a bit more about Grey Out.
Oh, Grey Out was actually, even though it's a piece on this album, I actually composed it for a video game. It wasn't like a commercial video game. It was something developed just by some sort of techie people who just wanted to make a video game for fun, pretty much. And it was kind of a mysterious sort of puzzle game, but it was quite sort of dark. The graphics were quite sort of 8-bit and old school, so that's what inspired the music for that one.
And all these tracks that we're listening to today are on the CD, is that right?
Yes, they're on an album I made quite a while ago called Cinematic Coffee Shop. I came up with a name because I quite like chill out music, so some of the tracks are quite chilled out and got a bit of a sort of bit of a funky groove to it, sort of thing. And I also like film music or video game music, which is cinematic and quite orchestral. So really, it's an album which has a bit of both.
And where do people go get this album?
You can get it off my website, which is www.nickmaymusic.com. Which you can download or buy it there. But I feel bad selling it to people.
It's really good. So we got you in last week, and we recorded the Whisper Challenge. So did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was amusing.
Good experience.
It was funny.
So here is the Whisper Challenge with the music students, the music technology students who meet on a Monday lunch. Hello and welcome to another Whisper Challenge with me, Alex. Today I'm joined with Nick, Ethan, Owen and Harry, who are all members of the Music Tech Club, which runs on a Monday lunchtime. If you're interested, head down to B11 for Monday lunchtime for the Music Technology Club. So, the Whisper Challenge, the aim of the game is to guess the phrase that I will say my guests of the week, and they must then pass it on down the line until it gets back to me. So we're going to go to Nick first, who's then going to pass it on to Ethan. So please put your headphones on, guys, and let's get going. So we're ready. Here is your first phrase, Nick. Doctor, doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. Okay, have you got that? You think you've got that? You think you've got that? Okay, pass it on to Ethan now.
My doctor needs to feel well again.
Okay, Ethan, do you think you've got that? Do you think you've got some of that? You don't know?
Do it once more.
Well, once more. We'll allow you once more. Do it once more.
My doctor needs me to feel well again.
Okay, lovely. Ethan, what does Nick say? Okay, remove your headphones. What did Nick say?
I think it's wet outside. I need to wear wellies.
Nick, what did you say?
I think I said, my doctor needs me to feel well again.
And the actual phrase was, Doctor, doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains.
Oh, that's close.
That I'd give you half marks to that one. So I'm now going to switch over and go for Harry and Owen. So guys, please put your headphones on.
Yep.
Okay, they've got their headphones on. Here we go. I'm going to Owen first. Here is your phrase. Chili, onions, bread and chocolate are all on my shopping list. Okay? Pass it to Harry.
Chili, onions.
I'm so confused.
Are
What?
all on my shopping list.
Swallow something.
Okay.
No.
Yep. Have you got it?
Behind you.
Have you got it?
Ah.
Harry, have you got what you...
Swallow something. I don't know.
Okay. Have you got... do you want to do it again?
Bit of innuendo.
No,
No, you're happy?
I'm
Okay.
leaving that.
Remove your headphones. Remove your headphones. Harry, what did I say?
I don't know. Swallow something. It was something to do with swallowing. I had no idea.
No, it was chili, onions, bread and chocolate are all on my shopping list.
That must be my mind.
So this is the end of round 2. Thank you, guys. I'm joined by Nick and Harry.
Alright.
Please put your headphones on for this next phrase, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to Harry first. Okay, your phrase is, how do potatoes feel?
I would like to give you a call. What's your number?
Nick, did you get
I would like to cook you some whispering.
That's pretty good. Okay, remove your headphones. Nick, what did I say?
I think he said, I would like to cook you some whispering.
No,
I said-
it was how do potatoes feel?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Harry, what did you say?
I'd like to give you a call. What's your number?
Okay.
That's a bit
Yeah, that was a bit off. Okay, put your headphones back on,
Okay.
and we'll do round 4. Okay, so I'm going to Nick first this time. Here we go. Should twerking be on the GCSE course in PE? Okay, have you got that? Have you got that?
Can you do it one more time, please?
Should twerking be on the GCSE PE? Okay.
You should be working, but instead you're driving a car.
Okay.
Should you be doing working? You should be parking your car. I don't know.
Okay, remove your headphones.
What?
Harry, what did I say?
Should you be working? Are you parking your car?
Oh, that's pretty much what I said, wasn't it?
Nick, what did you say?
You should be working, but you're driving a car.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
I'm afraid that's really far off. What I said was, should twerking be on the GCSE PE syllabus?
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
So,
Well, I think that was
working,
pretty good.
twerking.
it was close. It was.
I don't think it should be on the syllabus. Just to let you know.
I think.
Okay, so this is the end of round 4. We go now to round 5. Owen and Nick, put your headphones on. Here we go. I'm going to go to Owen first. Okay, here we go. Here is your phrase. Do you think the government should work on flying pigs?
Can you repeat that again? I have no idea what you said.
Do you think the government should work on flying pigs?
Do you think that? I really don't know.
Make a guess.
Can you repeat it again? I
This
really
is-
can't.
This is your final time. Do you think the government should work on flying pigs? Okay, pass it on.
That is really hard.
Nick, what did
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. Well, you got that.
That's
bit.
what he said.
Okay.
I have no
pass
idea.
something on. You need to pass
Oh.
something on. Pass something on to Nick. Whatever I said.
Do you think that you should be playing with fire? No idea.
Nick, what did
I've got really little feet. So
remove your headphones.
okay.
What did Owen say?
Something about having small feet.
Okay. Okay. What I actually said was, do you think the government should work on flying pigs?
Yeah, I read it. So it's okay.
That was not bad.
That was
okay.
impossible.
Read it.
Um,
I
so-
read it.
That was it. That's it from the Whisper Challenge. Thank you to Harry, Nick,
It's
Ethan,
okay.
and Owen for taking part. This was the Whisper Challenge. So that was the Whisper Challenge. We're now going to play another track out from Nick May's CD. We're going to play R&D. Tell us more about R&D.
This track was composed for my sister's wedding as like a kind of corny wedding gift. So it's a little bit romantic. It's also a little bit kind of pop folk, that sort of got that sort of vibe going on. And it's quite orchestral and cinematic as well, because that's the sort of thing I like to compose. But yeah, that's about it for that one.
So this is R&D. So you joined us with Nick May, our music technician here in the music department. What is your favourite track from your CD?
My favourite track is number 10, which is called Church of Fantastic. The name was completely random because I just typed into Google. I couldn't think of a name, and there's like a random song name generator. So I clicked a button, and that's what name came out. I like this track because it was one of those things where I was trying to experiment with a certain style, and it ended up being something completely different, but I really liked it anyway. It's got a bit of a dancey vibe to it, which is the only track on this CD which has got kind of a bit more of a techno dance sort of beat. It's also got a guitar performance by my brother-in-law on it. He's quite a good electric guitarist, so I think it's quite an odd track because you don't really expect a sort of dancey beat and big electric guitar sort of riff to sort of work, but I think it's quite good, personally.
Okay, so this is your final track. This is Church of Fantastic, and thank you, Nick, for joining us in the studio. Come again.
Thank you.
Lovely. This is Church of Fantastic.